Hi guys, welcome back to the Rebel Chumps new channel. Today we're gonna discuss something about what's going on in Saberland, and I have been neglecting this new subject for a while, so I want to delve right into it before the end of this year, which is very close by now. 2016 is almost over, but there's still a lot of cool stuff going on in the Saber region. So let me get my screen ready. I got my trusty Facebook here. Now earlier I did a video where I said I want to get away from Facebook. I do use it very minimal and sparingly, but it's the ultimate source for anything related to lightsabers. It's the platform where people that are sabersmiths or whatever come together. Still number one for the saber industry or small saber world. So yeah, it's something that I cannot really escape from. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about saber news. So got some nice juicy things going on. So let's go to the first tab. I want to talk a little bit about my friends at Part-Time Hero Props. They are developing a series of lightsabers, stringlet based lightsabers that are nearly indestructible. They have been doing drops from story high buildings where they are, I believe, 6-7 stories high, and the saber dropped from that height and basically landed on I believe dirt or concrete, and we're in 100% tip-top shape. That is the kind of lightsabers I'm looking into myself as well, because with the saber conditioning videos that I'm doing, I do a lot of saber spinning, and you want a saber that is very sturdy and very strong and doesn't break on you. I have so many times that battery packs were breaking or wires breaking simply because most lightsabers that being sold, let's say I give an example here, Saberforge, Ultra Sabers, Vader Fold, whatever brand, most of the sabers are tailored specifically for dueling. The durability of those hardware or electronics inside this hilt, those most of the times are perfectly fine. But when your saber is dropping on the ground consistently because you try to learn new tricks and you do a lot of spinning, then it's inevitable it keeps dropping on the ground, and those impacts have a massive impact on the electronics and how the electronics are housed within the hilt. And the Part-Time Hero Props guys are developing a very sturdy hilt. I've seen first-hand footage where they have stress tested it, and it's very interesting. And actually, I will have a chance to review their sabers very soon, which I look forward to. And then definitely I'll have to grab one for myself as well, because that is ideal to me for choreography. If you want to do demonstration, you want to have a stringlet blade, because simply stringlet blades are always brighter than an in-hilt LED. That's just the way it is. It's brighter. It can be more durable, especially in this case with these hilts that are being sold soon by Part-Time Hero Props. Those sabers are specifically made for choreography, specifically tailored for the fact that you will drop your lightsaber ends on time. So really looking forward to that. You can find them on Facebook under Part-Time Hero Props, and they also have a Kickstarter page under parttimeheroprops.pagecloud.com. So check them out. I'm gonna do, as I said, a review on them, and as I say, cannot wait for it. Next news on the trusty old Imperial Arms forum, or the FX forum. Some nice juicy news here. The guys at, now I have to speak a little bit. I have to see, this is a Nerf X Lab, I believe. This is Obi Shane. Is doing collab with Solo's Hold, and well, you might already know those guys are awesome. They're fantastic guys, and they make bizarre, impressive products, like super high end stuff. And they do a run now for both Kanan Jarrus hilt and the Ezra Bridgers hilt from episode 3 onwards. So I chimed in and I purchased, or I'm not purchased yet, I reserved one of each. So one of Kanan's saber and one of Ashra's saber. These will be made in a limited run, so a single run, one time off per hilt. Empty hilt, no electronics inside, will cost you around 300 to 350 US dollar each. But this is an amazing opportunity to get something from the craftsmanship hands of Solo's Holt, Aaron. So I highly recommend anybody that has some affection with the Star Wars Rebels series or with Kanan Jarrus, jump on it fast. Make sure your name is on this list and that you have reserved your seat. Here's me for a saber, because this will be something you don't want to miss out to. I see the price range is actually varying between $250 and $350. So that's a nice price actually. If they really come down to $250 each, that is a very nice price for this for the quality that you will get. Then also, these guys don't stop. They also went a step further. A nerf for X lap. They also gonna come with a dark saber run, which is amazing. They will use the examples from the Star Wars Rebel series, so not the dark saber from the Clone Wars where it originates from. They will use the Rebels version, and I chimed in. I said I need one. Again, it will around in the price range of 200 to 350 US dollar. It will be an empty hilt, and I cannot wait. This will be amazing. So again, go to the royalarmsforum.com and then find this thread, Saber Talk. And then you go to the Nerf Work X Lab Dark Saber, or the other one is the Rebel Orphan and Blind Knight. Sign up for it as soon as possible. You will not regret it. And that is the news for 2016. Now there is something that I want to discuss too, and it's on this next page here. This is actually a Chinese website called Saberforge.com, and this is a very controversial website. First of all, they literally took the URL from Saberforge. What they did was they removed the S, and basically this is the Saberforge ASP website, and this is the Chinese website, so it's missing the S on the end of Saber parts. They copied a lot of the stuff from Vader's Vault and Saberforge, and also Ultra Sabers. They basically more or less carbon copy their products, and it's actually to the point that it's like shameless copying designs. For example, this is their Rogue One Legionnaire lightsaber. First of all, the name Legionnaire is used as for a lightsaber already by Vader's Vault. If you compare this to the Vader's Vault lightsaber, let's grab the Vader's Vault. Let's do that really quick. You will see that this Chinese manufacturer is just copying data just without any shame. You will see this a lot more. Let me get into this. So this is the Vader's Vault Legion or Legionnaire, and this is the Chinese manufactured copy. So what they did is they used the ASP system. Now ASP system is of course not originally from Saberforge. That comes from MAS or the Custom Saber Shop, I believe. But that is a system. That I'm not talking about the system. I'm talking about the parts. The parts are nearly identical to the parts of Saberforge. So you see that this section here and the tsuba, this horizontal piece, that is exactly from Saberforge, from the katana. And then the whole overall shape and design, that is definitely very close to this design. including the name. The Chinese manufacturer even went that far that they even just blatantly copied the text of Saberforge and Vader's Vault from their website and pasted it on their own website. Let me see if I can find that. So let me see. It's absolutely horrible. Let me see about us. Yeah. Okay, so we have here this text. Our attention to detail, quality, and design are second to none. We create a high quality control sabers that's durable, last blah 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 blah. You can okay, so you can be assured whether you choose an entry-level combat class saber or full master class saber. Combat class, that sounds familiar. Is that can it be that it is on the website of Vader's Vault? Let me see. No, don't do the sound again. Oh God, what's happening? My computer is just no. Quality. Where is it? I did see it. Oh yeah. Okay. Second to none. Okay. No, I just to Google it. I just want to show you guys how horrible these practices are. Yeah, I found it. Okay. Okay, so this is the text I was talking about. This is literally ripped straight off the Vader's Vault website. So this Chinese manufacturer is just ripping shit from every company they copy. So this is from Vader's Vault, and their parts here, they're directly copied from the Saberforge ASP website. So guys, this is what's happening now. The Star Wars movies are more popular than ever. People popping up with their own saber stores everywhere to chime in on the popularity of the existing market of custom lightsabers. And what happened is people are outsourcing their work to China because it's cheaper. So a lot of times you will get in contact with factories in Shenzhen that do the milling and all the whatever heavy duty work they need to do for you. And what they do is often, if you don't have a contract that is strong enough that that can be used for legal measurements in China, they basically copy the shit out of you and they steal your designs, and you're basically being left with a loss of business and money. I've seen it with Korriban as well. There was a collab. What happens is the work by Korriban is outsourced to Park Sabers, which is from Taiwan. Taiwan and Hong Kong is, by the way, not from China, so I just want to firstly tell that. And that outsourced work was going to a person, Peter Zhang, in China, and he just copied work and is just reselling it under his own name. So what happened is the investors for that project and design and whatnot that came directly out of the pockets of Randy from Korriban and collab with the Park Sabers, and that money is basically it's draining now because they're losing business, because in China the Chinese just go to that Peter Zhang who just copy all his work and resell it for less going forward. So yeah, his is not intellect property, of course, because this was I believe a Sidious saber, but that that's no longer theirs. It's just being resold by somebody in China. They saw money could be made out of it, and that's it. So you need to be very careful if you start up a business and want to work with China. You need to have a very strong contract that is really applying to the laws within China, because there's of course there are laws there as well, but you need to be very you need to know the market, and you need to have somebody that can set up a proper contract for you on your IP, etc. But yeah, this website is just a horrible copy of everything that other saber companies already have. So I highly recommend you guys not to engage with this kind of companies, because these kind of Chinese manufacturers will basically kill the market. They will copy everything, and they copy everything with low budget materials, cheap ass electronics, shitty soundboards, and the price, as you look at them, the price are nearly not as cheap as you would expect. $240 for a made in China copy product that has half-assed bake electronics in them. It's just shameless, and it's just not very good either. So I highly avoid. I would say don't buy from these kind of guys. I will do videos on sources where you can buy from, and sources where you should avoid them as the plague. I would say avoid this whole website as a plague. That this is just horrible for the saber industry. There are plenty of legitimate and good Chinese manufacturers, so don't think that all Chinese manufacturers are the same, because this is just a scummy person that is running it. But in general, there are plenty of good sabersmiths coming from China. They have legitimate own projects, their own designs, their own hardware, electronics and whatnot. I do reviews on them, and I will showcase all their great parts of them, because I really love them. But don't get discouraged and think that everything that comes from China is crap, because that's definitely not the case. It's just some manufacturers are pretty shit. Now this is personally, this is also the guy, this person. I don't want to do shaming, but this is the guy that owns iSaber, or iSaber is also saberpart.com, not saberparts.com, as I said earlier, from Saberforge. So is this this fellow here? He basically copy the crap out of existing stuff and resells it. You can see all the elements back very easily. For example, we go to accessories. You see this saber clip. This is from Saberforge. This is just a general saber clip. This is the Saberforge blade block. They just literally copied everything, and you can see the price is not that cheap either. It's like $9 for that. I mean, jeez. I don't think Saberforge is even that expensive. But yeah, you definitely don't want to buy. You don't want to buy stuff like this. No, try to avoid it. It's just hurting the market a lot. Because these are plain copies, as I just showed you on the website with the text and the designs. This is not. And these are not even the canon lightsabers. These are not the actual lightsabers from the movies, etc. These are custom lightsabers by custom lightsaber smiths that has been copied, which is just horrible, because it's their own designs. Those are their own designs. They paid for the designer or whatever. It's just horrible. And there was a good example here. This is just an Ultra Sabers. This is just a direct copy of the Ultra Sabers Acheon or something. Exactly copied, just directly copied. They didn't give a shit. So yeah, I would say everything from this guy, avoid it as the plague. It's just a horrible development, and we just have to be aware of it. So that's why I do these videos, to educate you guys a little bit as well, where you should buy from and where you shouldn't buy from either. But this one, I would say avoid it. Don't put your money in there. Probably within China he will have a good business, because for Chinese, it's easier to buy something that is made within their own borders, because shipping cost is quite high. The average Chinese does not per se earn that amount of money that some of the Westerners do, but they want something that looks the same, so they will go to these kind of crappy copy manufacturers. So it is what it is, but it's just a horrible development, and it will have further impact on the saber industry. And especially if you're a small sabersmith, you need to be super careful what you outsource to China, because guys like this, they just play nice in the beginning, and then they copy all your work, and then you're out of your money, because you basically cannot resell it, because somebody else just sell it for bottom scraping prices in China. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. See you in the next video. Please stay scummy and take care, and see you.